Welcome back to Idaho today. Building a meaningful network of professionals can be difficult, but Women to Women Network makes it possible, just as their name implies, women to create connections with other like-minded women in business. So we have with us Liz Hatcher and Davina Ware to give us more information about this really incredible network and opportunity. I, for one, am very excited about this. I've been wondering if anything like this existed actually in the community, and then when I heard it, I was like, oh, well, excellent. So for those who are not familiar and are new to the concept, share with us, what is the mission behind your network and how did it come about?
So Women to Women Network is for women in business, whether she works for herself, works for somebody else, is a brand new entrepreneur or a seasoned veteran or anything in between. We're all about creating a safe place where women can connect, find ways to collaborate, can learn from each other and grow together.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity for you to just dive in, especially being a transplant or a new person. I just moved here from Chicago, and I'm like, where can I get plugged in? And these women just kind of came and swooped me up, and I have a family where I can exercise my gifts, get some feedback, and then new friends, so.
Yeah, I love that. And what I think is so super incredible about having an opportunity like this, I was a part of something similar in a different market, but actually having that here is so important because I think that there are so many, especially when it comes to entrepreneurs, women entrepreneurs, especially since the pandemic, that are really looking for opportunities to have just that chance to be their own boss, right? And own their own future. But what does that look like? How do they navigate that? What does that mean? And when you can learn from, it's one thing when you have a mentor in an industry that's the opposite sex, but when you have someone who's likely been in your shoes, that speaks volumes and is a very different experience, truly.
Yes. Yeah, it really is, and I think that gets to the heart of why we started Women to Women in the first place. Is I had branched out on my own to start my own marketing company, and I wanted to talk with other women about their businesses and the struggles I was going through as a brand new business owner. I knew how to get clients. That was not my problem. I knew how to network, but how to run a business, how to scale it, how to grow it, how do I hire contractors, what should my client service agreements look like? I was deer in the headlights, and I didn't need somebody who really wasn't in my shoes to tell me what to do. I needed to talk to other women, and I wasn't finding that. And so it started very informally as a place to, okay, we're gonna sit around the fireplace at the community center and talk about our businesses.
Wow.
And we struck a chord, and it started from there, and turns out it's a universal desire to connect.
Absolutely. So let's talk about, because you mentioned very grassroots beginning, let's talk about where you are now and the type of opportunities that you provide.
Yes, we have, the original idea was this, we'll meet once a month for coffee and talk about our business. We now have between 3 different states and all the chapters and all the events within, we have probably 50 in-person events a month, all over.
Okay, cool.
A month. So there's in-person networking opportunities, mentoring opportunities, coaching opportunities, speaking opportunities, and then we have a virtual program, which we're now expanding the virtual program. Davina's on the team. That's
nice.
We should talk about that.
Yeah, so super excited because it gives us different ways to engage. So whether you can't make a coffee and connection, which is one of the great things we do, but we can go online and talk about some key topics. So you were mentioning entrepreneurs. We have 2 pillars that focus on their needs, and that's business development, so how to reach your growth milestones, and then there's sales and marketing. So it's sharpening your positioning. And then we also talk about health and wellness and professional development. We all need that, whether you're an entrepreneur or you are rising up the ranks, but we're gonna be learning different things from each other. That's the great thing. Our experts are in-house. So I have a gift that you don't have, but we can sharpen and share with each other. So whether it's in person or online, there are lots of different opportunities for you to just become your best self as a professional and as an overall woman.
Yeah, and you know what else too I love, because I know we're talking a lot about growth, development, right, sharpening skills, but too, if somebody is really seasoned, what an incredible opportunity too to help mentor and even sharpen your skills, because you can never stop learning.
Absolutely.
Right? It's one of my favorite quotes is, just when you think you made it, you're probably going to realize that you still need to work even harder.
Absolutely.
Right?
Every day.
Every day, yes. Okay, so where can women go to connect and find you guys and start joining your network?
The best place is to go to our website. I believe the address, the URL is on the bottom part of your screen, but there's a lot of information. We have a ton of benefits for connecting, for promoting yourself, for educating, for coaching. I mean, I could go on for days about women to women. So the website is really your best resource.
Wonderful. Yeah. Ladies, thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it. And I think we'll be chatting probably a lot more here too. Everyone stick around. There's a lot more to come right here on Idaho Today right after the break.